Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts. As you can probably hear, this is not my normal microphone. In fact, my normal microphone just decided to stop working, and I didn't know. So this entire Let's Play is actually super quiet because I'm not talking at all. So instead, I figured maybe we'll do this old school. Back in the day, people used to record voiceovers for their videos anyways, so hopefully we can do something a little bit enjoyable with that. If you don't like my voice in this episode, too bad! So here, what I'm trying to do is just beat Riku. Earlier I configured a lot of different settings to try to optimize my chances. As you can see, he's still whooping my... That's a sensor. Great, because we're not even a minute in. But overall, I feel like I was pretty well prepared for this fight. It's been such a long time since I played it that I forgot his moveset. So yeah, hitting him with the parries there, just to prevent some damage. I get a little greedy in this first go with him because I just want to get through this fight as quickly as possible, but as you can see, I'm trying to be patient, but my patience, it's not the best. Getting a few solid hits on Riku there. I had turned off Combo Plus because that had really screwed us over with the Maleficent fight, as you guys saw last episode. And if you didn't, that's a great fight. Some fun edits in there for you guys. But turning off that Combo Plus is going to allow us to have a 3-hit combo versus a 4-hit combo, which is going to allow us to maximize the crit damage at the final blow for this Wishing Star Keyblade that we're using. But as you can see, my blows are not always landing because I'm always falling short with Keyblade. So I can't even start a combo, and I end up losing a lot of time to Riku in this fight. Ultimately, doing okay against Riku. I don't think I've used any items yet, but I keep dodging into his attacks, which is not good. Also, another thing that I forget to use in this fight is Arrow. And you can see it there on my command hotkey. Bound to square, which it just reduces the amount of damage that I'm taking over time, or per blow. So anytime he hits me, the damage is reduced by a certain percentage, which ultimately allows me to cure less, which ends up allowing me to hit him more, which allows me to recover more magic. So it's just better for me to be using Arrow. I didn't. So this fight was a lot harder because I didn't use it. You might as well use the tools that are available to you. So I'm just waiting out Riku here. I know he's charging up something for me. And as soon as this yellow bar goes down and we're left with just the green bar, he goes into his I forget the name of this phase, but each boss in this game has one, where once you reach a certain damage threshold that you put into them, they just activate this move, and it's a guaranteed new phase of the fight, where they're going to start switching up their attack patterns, and you kind of have to pay more attention, because they're going to start mixing in some of the old stuff with new stuff, and they're going to use a lot of new stuff on you, which is going to be higher damage and harder to guard against if you're not paying close attention to it. You can see here that we're approaching that threshold here on Riku. He's still just using the same attacks that he's been using almost all fight, with that one new one that's been mixed in since we got that yellow bar. And I'm in a bit of trouble here because, again, my impatience getting the better of me and just wanting to attack him all the time. And now, if you saw there, I jumped up and then healed, and that's a strategy just for Riku here, because his attacks during this part emerge from the ground, aside from this Keyblade Slash. So here's this little ultimate move that they use at the damage threshold. And he's going to keep spamming that, which is going to be really annoying because you can't hit him during that move. And you can see him just kicking my ass here. And then anytime I go to attack him, it's just this move over and over again. Which this wouldn't be as bad if I had actually used arrow. Because then I'd be at like half health instead of 1 HP. Yeah, just trying to cycle that cure and try to get hits in to replenish the cure, but the problem that I'm running into is that I take so much damage that I'm rapidly using my magic, and I don't have any left. So you see I just like teched twice, but I didn't get a single blow in on him. And here he is in his invulnerable phase again, and he just, every time he hits me straight out of that phase. And my impatience ends up getting the better of me, and Riku annihilates me here. So we'll go ahead and skip ahead to that last phase of the fight again, and because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm just gonna customize stuff here. So I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, and we're back here fighting Riku. Got him back down to the green health bar almost. We're about to see him go back into his ult phase here. I get a couple extra hits on him here. As you can see, I'm not using the Wishing Star Keyblade anymore. I've actually swapped to the Pumpkin Head, which the Pumpkin Head just gives me slightly more reach, and it has the possibility for crits during your combo, but the main reason I wanted it was its incredible reach, because the problem that I was running into in that last fight, as I'm sure you saw, is that my attacks were just not landing. And so I needed just that little bit of extra reach to help them land. Now this fight, I still haven't remembered to use arrow yet, but that's not going to be a problem, because the last time really gave me a chance to remember his moveset, which, as you can see, like, you know, I've already gotten a solid amount of damage into him. I do have some close shaves here, but I'm going to go ahead and use this Mega Elixir. Which, the cool things about items versus spells is that if you cast the item and then you take a hit, the item is still cast, so it's still suspended up in the air. So that's a little bit of an advantage with the items versus that cure spell, is that say you're like 2 shots away from death and you use a potion and you get 1 hit in on you, then that potion is still going to resolve into effect before you get hit by that second attack that would normally KO you. Because right now, I don't have Leaf Bracer, just because of the things I selected at the start of the Let's Play. So that's something I have to deal with. Now if I was using Arrow, obviously the fight would be a lot easier because I'd be taking so much less damage. But the extra range on this Pumpkin Head is like, I can't tell you how good it is in this fight specifically. Now Combo Plus, like, would I turn that back on for this now that I have the Pumpkin Head? And the short answer is no, because rarely do I have time to hit 3 attacks on Riku during this fight. So I'm just going to take the 3 hits when I can get it in, and when I can't, then it's not going to be a big deal. Because rarely ever do you have time for 4 hits in this fight. It's just not, it's not something that you have time for. He's still spamming this attack, which is really annoying. But the more you play against it, the better you get at kind of avoiding this stuff. So it's just like recognizing the patterns of attack, because it's always the same, and he always comes out with the same. And so the reason I'm taking so much damage still is because I'm still getting impatient. Like, you see his health bar is so low. I just want to finish him off here. I think we're able to get him in for this last damage before he goes into his fight again. Yep, bam, and there it is. Up in our max items and our max accessories, so I'm pretty sure that I take advantage of that at some point. Yeah, and I think we're skipping ahead here past some of these cutscenes. we've just transformed into the Shadow Heartless, freeing up Kairi as you see her running away. And so we're gonna go chase after him. I'm gonna get you, Donald. For all these times that you've not healed me, I'm gonna get you. Ooh. So the reason I left this part in is because you may or may not know a cool little part about this. You can just like straight up jump down the sides of this map and make this part go so much faster rather than interacting with all the things. Of course, you're not going to fight anything, so it's not that it's like it's like a ton faster, but it's just a little bit faster to just whoop, straight off the edge here. Get through. And plus, I just like looking at Heartless Sora. Like, he's so little cutie. So instead of jumping off down there, we're actually going to go left here, because you can jump down and you can use all the lift stop things, but it's faster to just take this little side corridor and just whoop right in there. Kairi, hurry! Yeah, you can't stay here, Donald, for sure. It's me, I'm the Heartless. I'm coming after you, Goofy. Oh, you're gonna take care of me? Yeah, you never taken care of me before, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Donald's still weak as ever. Hit me on the head 3 times and can't even get me to go away.
Is that you?
Don't know how Kairi knows that it's me, but she does. And with some Disney magic, transform back into Sora and like just like key blasting Dragon Ball Z style with the energy as we power up from Heartless to normal. Just boom, done. I just like that little sequence, so I always like to leave it in.
Tell me what happened.
Now here, Leon's going to catch us up about, you know, Heartless are more difficult and we need to be careful. And then basically I'm going to forget what I'm doing. And the TLDR is that I need to find my way back to Sid, but you know, my brain as I'm walking through this doesn't remember that. I was like, I should talk to Leon just in case. Yeah, but the problem is that I didn't talk to him enough to get the guidance that I needed to actually go see Sid. So instead of going to see Sid, I decided to go on a little bit of a shopping spree. And by shopping spree, I mean buy like 3 things because I'm poor. So what I'm thinking here is, like, I just used a bunch of stuff. I want to be more prepared. I know I'm going to the end of the world after I beat this next little boss fight at Hollow Bastion. So I want to be prepared for that. Just checking for new weapons that might be good for them. See that there's nothing, and just go ahead and buy myself a couple high potions and a couple ethers, just so that I have a little bit more in stock. Yeah, items I feel like are underrated in this game. Like, a lot of the times you can just make your way through this game just hacking and slashing at stuff, spamming your X button, and you'll do pretty good. But items really come in clutch just in those longer fights, especially towards the end of the game. And you can see me, oh yeah, I'm trying to go there, but I haven't talked to Sid yet because I totally forgotten. So instead of going somewhere else, I'm checking all the worlds to see, like, was there something else that I need to do? Because nah, bro, you gotta go talk to Sid. Just go talk to the man. It's not that hard. Just go say, hey, what's up? You were right next to him. You just chose not to go. And right now in my brain, I'm like, I think I need to talk to Sid, but I'm not sure. And of course I get distracted by the Trinity, because, I mean, who isn't going to get distracted by the little triangle button Trinity popping up? Like, come on. And then I get distracted again with this little blizzard puzzle. So all you have to do is make all the candles go out, but they're self-relighting. So if you're not quick enough, then they're not all going to go out. And as you can see, I go ahead and straight up miss that last one. And in the amount of time it takes me to actually take it out, the first one has relit. So it's not letting me get there. So just reposition, and you can, as you saw in the first one, you can take out more than one in one go. So I go ahead and reposition here to try to get as many of them out as possible. And I only hit the one. But that allows me to hit two, and then I'm still set up to hit that third one, allowing me access to the chest, which gives us a defense up, which will help Donald immensely. Because Donald still gets railed by enemies, but since we pumped him full of defenses ups back in Agrabah, he's done better than just instantly dying every single fight. Right now I'm not too concerned with the enemies. Like, I feel like we're at a decent level to actually finish off the game, so I'm not worried about smacking down enemies to try to gain that strength advantage. I think we'll do just fine. So I got that direction to go talk to Sid, and I'm like, that actually makes a lot of sense. And so we go and talk to Sid, and he's gonna take care of this little gummy that we just pulled from the waterway earlier. Oh. Earlier. No. I'm sorry, my brain's timeline is all screwed up. He needs us to go get the gummy from the waterway. It's a little bit of a little mental difficulty trying to keep it straight, because I just played through this, and I was providing commentary as I played, but since my microphone messed up, we're trying the old school post-recording style. I try to beat up on the enemy, but it teleports away, so I'm like, nah, not worth my time. And it almost like snipes me there. But luckily I get through. I think about talking to Kyrie, but I don't want to trigger a cutscene, so instead I just go and grab the gummy. But I know that there's a keyblade associated with talking to Kyrie here, so we go back and I try to skip it. But she's gonna go ahead and give us the Oath Keeper here. After she tells her little story. The light at the end of the tunnel, which right now is a moon.
Story,
because we already got the thing.
That's right. We were together. You know what's funny?
You know what's funny? Skip. that always gets me. Alright, great. Now we have the Oath Keeper, which is really good for us because it's going to increase our strength and also increase our magic. However, we are going to take a little bit of hit on that Keyblade reach. So that little bit of reach that the pumpkin, or that lot of bit of reach that the Pumpkinhead was giving us on that Riku fight, we're going to lose a little bit of that, but I think with the Oath Keeper, it's a trade-off worth having because I think it increased our strength by 2 and our magic by 1, so that was pretty good. A pretty good trade in terms of the reach, I think. Right here, Riku's having a conversation with King Mickey, but he doesn't know it. So Riku thinks he's dead, but he's just in the realm of darkness with King Mickey, because King Mickey went into the realm of darkness, initially searching for Aqua, and ended up stumbling upon the Keyblade of Destiny Islands, which is the one that Sora normally has, that just looks like a key. But the darkness's version of it. So I think that's a very interesting concept with the Keyblades, because that then infers that every single world where we've gotten these little Keyblade accessories, there's a different version of it, of the darkness side. So I wonder if that's something that they'll explore in later games. I mean, probably not. I think it's just like a convenience for the first game for King Mickey to appear with that golden Keyblade, but also still remain good through the rest of the games. I think that was just that little bit. And in this game, actually, Disney didn't give Square Enix a lot of Mickey Mouse time. So as you can see, they allowed them like the different IPs and Donald and Goofy, but Disney is very protective of Mickey Mouse specifically. And like during this time, there wasn't, the Steamboat Willie was still under copyright protection, so it's like they couldn't even use that freely. And so Disney afforded them just the tiniest little Mickey Mouse silhouette at the end of the game. So Sid has successfully installed our gummy, I think by just like walking menacingly at it, and then it just installed itself, is my theory there. So now we have this purple wormhole available to us, which is going to take us back to Hollow Bastion. So during this time, we're going to go fly the gummy ship, and I'll just let you guys enjoy the sweet sounds of the gummy ship. So go ahead and hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed that little gummy ship portion. I know, like, the gummy ship is like one of the most nostalgic parts of Kingdom Hearts to me, so I definitely didn't want to take that away from you guys. I wanted to give you a little bit of that, at least in the series. So we've met back up with Beast, and then I made my way back up to the castle, or the top of the castle, because I figured you guys had seen that enough. There's really no point in me just wasting time walking up to the top, because I only fought enemies when I had to. Like, I'll be super honest. So right now, like, I had a whole bit with Alice in the original. Unfortunately, that's gone. I can't entirely remember what it was about anymore. So that's what that pause was for. We're just chatting with the princesses, seeing what's up and what's good. They're calling me a Keyblade Master. Haven't even tried the Mark of Mastery exam. Don't even know what that is yet. So the TLDR is they're holding back the darkness and they want me to seal the keyhole. Please God, hurry. Basically, is about what they're telling me. Not in those exact words, but I think that's the gist. Yeah. Always save your game. Don't forget to save your game. So that means you have to do stuff again if you don't. If you haven't saved the game, always save the game. Yeah, you can see me just running past them again. Like, we're good enough level. Like, we're just gonna go straight for it. Right up here. Go seal this keyhole. Move on to the end of the world. Move on with our lives. Get closer to seeing Riku again and sealing him behind the door with the Mickey Mouse. So this fight's very interesting to me because we just went through that Riku ordeal, right? And you know, all the enemies have gotten tougher, and Leon's stuff, and this fight is so easy. And you can see I've successfully started using arrow again. That's crazy, bro. Took enough time, right? Would have only had to fight Riku once if I just used arrow in the first place. So here I am just wailing on this guy's horn. Like, this fight feels like a piece of cake compared to Riku. But I think that's largely because of my use of the arrow spell, which as you can see, I forgot there and almost died as a result. But Donald's G healing us up. Just continuously casting gravity on this thing to just whittle its health down. Which I don't know what kind of perks Donald gets to his magic, because like I know he's got like a thing that increases his magic. Like that was the staff we provided to him. But still, like, gravity takes like 3 bars for me, and so like I'm always hesitant to use it. And this man's just like casting the crap out of it. Like it's just 1 bar for him. Sometimes not even that. And now all of his magic is gone. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, just rinsing this guy. Like easy peasy. Like you see my magic is like all the way filled. I haven't had to do anything yet. Now, could I be nice and heal Donald? Yes. Am I going to? No. Retribution. Like, I need this. Like, he doesn't heal me, I don't heal him. Like, you know what I mean? I hard cast arrow because I have forgotten that it's on my wheel, on my hotkey. Yeah, like this was just like a messy little episode altogether. I was just forgetting stuff left and right, but luckily this is pretty straightforward. You just hop on its butt and then you hop on its back and then you start wailing on the horn until he falls over and then you wail on the horn again. Rinse and repeat until he's gone. There, Donald hit me with the cure again. Me remembering that I have the hotkey arrow, reducing that damage by whatever percentage. And bada bing bada boom, there it is. Getting the Omega Arts, which I think I go ahead and equip on myself now, or after this. They're like, let's go seal that big keyhole, and like it's standing right in front of us, and then we hear Leon, and we're like, actually, we're gonna dip for a second. Like, instead of just like finishing this off and ending everyone's misery, we're gonna prolong it. Like, the princesses are still out there holding the world together, and we're just like taking the time to chit chat with Leon and crew. They wanted to see their homeworld again. Yeah, it's in worse shape because the darkness is trying to overtake it. Like, you literally have the princesses to thank, and you guys are just standing here chit-chatting with me. Like, go say thank you to them. Let me go seal this keyhole so that they can have all this responsibility taken off their shoulders. But no, you're greedy. You wanna talk to me. They're just informing me that once we seal the keyholes, maybe the world goes back to the way it was with all these borders between the worlds. Which, honestly, I'm gonna blame Donald for. It's always Donald's fault when there's a wall involved, right? Useless gummy ships. I think that was literally the bit that I just did right there in the original Let's Play with Donald.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Forget who?
No matter where we are.
Yeah, this is a nice little unskippable cutscene, so go ahead and enjoy.
Besides, I couldn't forget you, even if I wanted to. What's that supposed to mean?
Means you're ugly, dude.
Hurry! Come and close the keyhole!
See? Goofy knows what's up.
Good luck.
He hasn't forgotten this whole time. He's like, dude, why did you even leave in the first place? My favorite part about this one is that the little line just doesn't even go through the keyhole. Like, it's just straight up through the side the whole time. But regardless, we sealed the keyhole. This is like one of my favorite themed rooms with the red and the green and the blue, like just vapors just encircling the room. Like, the aesthetic of it is so nice to me. A powerful darkness growing away somewhere. They're hinting at Ansem. My favorite part about the next part is the fight with Chernobog. That fight is so much fun for me, even though it's arguably one of the most boring and brain dead fights in the game. I just like looking at Chernobog. I think like, he's just such a cool character, and like all his moves are like pretty accurate to something Chernobog would be doing, and I really appreciate that in the combat of it. And once again, going by my oh, never mind. I'm like, you know what? Just did something. Screw saving, apparently. But don't do that. Always save your game. Oh, there's more competitions available at the Olympus Coliseum. So if you guys want to see me fight through the Olympus Coliseum, make sure to leave a comment down below. I don't currently have plans to, but if you'd like to see it, you gotta let me know. And we'll make it happen. So next time, we're gonna go through the end of the world. Hopefully Jay and Kai show back up at some point.